there was so much valid criticism she had towards me. Like the whole showing the thread thing was a massive fuck up. This is one of the biggest errors I have made in recent YouTube history. And you guys know me also. I don't apologize for stuff unless I actually sincerely believe that I'm wrong. I agreed to come on here to apologize for the doxing thing, and now you are trying to back away from that and try and implicate me.
Oh my god, are you really gonna try and be the victim in this situation?
What are you talking about? I am not trying to be any victim. I'm trying to explain.
Dude, you're fucking gaslighting me right now.
I have not said anything, Keffals. Are you okay right now?
Am I okay? Dude,
I'm not gaslighting you.
You are lying to your audience. You are lying to me.
Okay.
You're a fucking liar, dude.
You being mad at me for the docs, totally valid. That was a fuck up on my part. I take full responsibility. Yeah? But the problem is that I feel as though you're stepping away from the issue of doxing to try and fully implicate me. Hold on, can I?
The entire thing. No,
because
shut the fuck up.
Because I don't need to take responsibility for the entire thing.
You don't.
Hey, thanks so much for having me on.
No worries. I'm still trying to figure out exactly why you thought it was okay to do what you did. This is like kind of insane. I saw the clip. It's like
yeah, well no, that's why I'm glad you're letting me talk to you, because I don't think it was okay. I mean, it was a very big mistake that I'm really sincerely sorry for. I wasn't thinking. I was being really negligent with the stuff showing on screen, and yeah, it was totally a fuck up on my end. I know which clip you're talking about.
Yeah.
And admittedly, that looked even worse than the actual mistake was, because they clipped everything together when it wasn't like rapid fire, all that shit at once.
Right.
But still, I don't know. I'm just really sorry. I don't expect you to even accept my apology. I just want it to be known that like I really didn't have any malintent going into that. I was defending you in regards to how bad doxing is, because I myself have been doxed on Kiwi Farms. But I was just really irresponsible with showing that thing on screen. So I don't know. I'm really sorry.
I mean, I'm glad that you're sorry. I think the confusing thing is I saw bits of the stream beforehand, and you were basically just shit-talking me the entire time before getting to that point. I didn't see the part where you actually started defending me on anything.
I mean, I was saying how there was an absurd and abhorrent amount of transphobia that I was seeing on the Kiwi Farms thing, and that doxing is never okay. I mean, yeah, I was criticizing you, sure, but that's no excuse for showing your dox or dead name. Like that wasn't my intent. That's the thing, is like, I don't know. I'm not the type of person that would go out fucking doxing people. Like, I recognize that as being really bad, and that's part of the reason why I'm so glad that you're just letting me come on here to apologize to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna own up to it. Like, of course, I was kind of talking shit and criticizing you in some regards before that Kiwi Farms thing, but that was not like, it wasn't like me criticizing you and then like, haha, now I will show Keffals docs. Haha, like it was really not like that.
I understand the intent wasn't there, but you ended up doing the exact same thing that the people do who have that intent. And I think that's the biggest issue. That's the problem that I had with Flamenco and the problem that I had with Destiny. It's like they are sharing that link. So they're sharing my dead name around, first of all, because it's in the link. And then they are sharing the thread that contains doxing information for me, for my mother, for several of my Twitch mods.
Yeah, no, that's totally fucked up. But I mean, in fairness, I saw the Destiny logs where it seemed as if he put like a URL directly there. I didn't really go to that extent, but I can definitely see how it was. It could be. Basically, I can see how it could come across that way, and I also agree that even regardless of my intent, the potential for real harm was there.
Yeah.
And that's like another reason why I genuinely am really sorry, because...
But you didn't seem to think that. Because, like, you were... even in the clips, you were defending Flamenco, saying, like, oh, he didn't actually post the docs. You know,
I don't know if I would say that I was defending Flamenco. I was curious about how much involvement he had with your docs. That's why I was even on the Kiwi Farms thing to begin with, because I watched your debate with Stardust. Are you still there?
You said it's like not, yeah, you said in the clip, it's not fair to fault anyone in the thread for having complicity in the docs.
Yeah, I should have said not, it's not fair to fault
Yeah.
everyone in the thread. That was a misspeak on my part, I guess. Yeah, there are definitely some people in that thread that are totally complicit in the
Right.
docs, 100%.
I think 100% of the people in the thread are complicit because it's a mob mentality. It's a group behavior. And everyone who's in the thread who isn't actively against that behavior is encouraging that behavior.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not here to defend Flamenco or Kiwi Farms. Like I said, the only reason I was even on Kiwi Farms to begin with is because I saw your debate with Stardust, and I was thinking, oh, well, I want to see how much involvement it seemed that Flamenco had with the actual docs. So just to be really clear, like it was not as if I was like maliciously trying to find your docs to then share on my stream.
Of course, I know you weren't. I know, like you say, you weren't malicious with it. And I get that. I understand. Even though I know you don't like me, I don't actually know much about you. I think you like blocked me because I ratioed someone or something. That really isn't the point. We don't have to like each other. The thing is, though, that to me, this isn't internet drama. The only reason I'm talking about it is because I think it's incredibly irresponsible for content creators to signal boost this information and treat it like it is drama, because it directs the people who do have that malicious intent to a community where they will be accepted and encouraged in that behavior.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you too. That's why as soon as I realized my mistake, I deleted the VODs. I totally agree with you.
Yeah. It's like, I understand, like even you said, like I came off unhinged during the Stardust conversation, but it's like when it's at the point where not only me, but my moderators and my family have their safety threatened, and it's no longer drama. It's not a game anymore. It's not something that I'm doing for money.
Doxing is not like internet drama. But just to be clear, I didn't show any of that information on my stream, not even by accident.
No, you just said the page number where it could be found and showed the link.
Did I show the link?
You went on to the site itself.
Oh, the URL up in the corner. Yeah, I mean, that would have been just equally then, considered my my massive error there, lapse of judgment, I guess. But like, I don't know. It definitely has the potential to cause real harm, and doxing is not internet drama. But yeah, that's the thing is like, I don't really know what else to say, because I'm not here to like try and defend myself, because I recognize that the mistake I made is indefensible. So yeah, I mean, it's just fucked up. I'm really sorry you're going through that too, because
like, I respect that about you, because you were the first person who was actually engaged in this behavior who's willing to say it.
Well, because I mean, and part of that is literally because that was my intent, was not to be engaged in that behavior. The only reason that I even showed the thing on screen to begin with, which I know people listening are probably not going to believe me, but the reason I even showed it there was simply to just show the stream how convoluted and chaotic the massive amounts of threads even were. And that's the thing, is I was a total fucking moron because I didn't see the very top, which I should have seen. And so, I mean, I don't know. I'm totally owning up to the fact, though, that I made a irresponsible mistake there, 100%.
But it's like you did the same thing. You ended up doing the exact same thing that Flamenco did, and the exact same thing that Destiny did, where it's like, okay, you might not be actively engaging on the forum. You might not have been actively posting docs, but by talking about it and by monetizing the content on that site, you are literally making money off of the targeted harassment that I receive online.
Well, I'm sorry, wait, by talking about it?
Yeah, by talking about it, by using the content from that website, but you're monetizing it.
Didn't you've posted the link, or at least the logs where Destiny posted the link to it, and I know you've talked about the Kiwi Farms thing on your stream, right? Like I wasn't getting content off of it. I was explaining the situation, really. Somebody was on at the time too, giving me your perspective on things as well. So, or at least they were trying to, but yeah.
You talking about it on a stream that's monetized is making money. It is monetizing it.
Wait, I don't think there's a problem with me simply talking about the Kiwi Farms thread. The problem was showing the dead name in the docs. Right? Yeah,
I mean, like you went far beyond even just like talking about it.
Wait, I was.
And when you did talk about it,
but you were talking about it in the Stardust debate. That's why I even went to Kiwi Farms to begin with, right?
Yeah, I talked about it in the Stardust debate because I wanted to give Stardust the answer of why I treat her the way why I treat her the way I do, knowing the types of people she's friends with.
Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. I don't know what else. Like, I keep feeling like I don't really know what to say because I'm not here to defend Stardust. I don't know how talking about something that is now like been completely boosted even by you. You've talked about the problems with the Kiwi Farms thing. How is me talking about it also now like somehow reflects poorly on me for making money off of it? By the way, just to be clear, this stream right now, all super chats too. I'm donating to the Trevor Project, so I'm not profiting off of this. Like, I'm not trying to profit off of this shit. So
look, I'm saying it as a general issue. This is something that a lot of people have been doing. I understand you didn't have malicious intent, but the problem is that people are using this information. They're making these videos about it, and they're monetizing this group of people. They're taking content from my thread. They're basically taking from the arsenal of this group that is engaged in this insane harassment campaign against me and turning it into money for themselves.
I feel like that's very possible that people are doing that, but I don't think that that's fair to lump me in with that group of people. I was not going on Kiwi Farms for a long extended period of time showing it to my stream where I was like laughing at memes or some shit. I was scrolling through this only on my end. Nobody on stream could see it. And I was remarking about how much vitriolic and disgusting behavior that it was.
Like, you started the stream off by saying, I guess I'm a bad person if I laugh about a trans person getting deplatformed. Literally, the only reason you're doing this right now is to save face because you realize you fucked up.
Okay. I mean,
that's it.
Again, I recognize that you're probably not going to accept my apology, and that's fine. I also recognize if you're mad at me, and I think that you actually have valid reason to be mad at me, especially because, like I said, I made a pretty bad mistake there as far as showing the docs and the dead name. Even if it was by mistake, it still had a potential to cause real harm, and for that I am truly sorry. But I don't think that it's fair for you to, again, try and say that I'm not sorry for making an actual mistake because I expressed something that I disagreed with you on. That has nothing to do with the docs.
What did you do exactly that is fundamentally different than what Flamenco did?
I don't know what Flamenco did. That's why I was on the thread to begin with.
You don't know what Flamenco did, but you were willing to say at the end that he has no complicity?
Did I ever say that he had no complicity?
I mean, I can go over the clip again.
I think I said it's unfair to say that anyone in this thread had complicity, which I should have said everyone in the clip, meaning that because there is such a massive amount of engagement in that thread, over 600 pages or so, that it's hard to say that everybody who was in that thread somehow was complicit in the docs. That's the only point that I was trying to make.
I mean, I guess you more than some other people, you actually published my docs in a YouTube video.
Okay.
You know, after you spent like the entire
recognize
stream,
that there was a mistake. I don't know what you want me to say at this point.
After you spent like the entire stream shit-talking me to the audience.
Well, first of all, I had valid reason to be shit-talking you. What you said on Twitter was incredibly stupid. But
what did I say?
You said that anybody that laughs at you getting deplatformed hates trans people.
Yes, in the instance that I got deplatformed for, I stand by that 100%.
Okay, that's fine. I didn't come here to argue with you about your Twitter stuff. We can talk about that in a minute if you want. But, like, I don't think, again, that it's fair for you to say, because I was criticizing you, and then I made a mistake when scrolling through a Kiwi Farms thing, while, mind you, I was expressing repeatedly to the audience that, doxing, it sucks. I can't believe the amount of vitriol that's on this page here. My intent was, again, not to show this maliciously. So for you to try to say or suggest that I was in some way malicious or not really sorry because I also was criticizing you prior, that is completely unfair. That doesn't make any sense at all.
It's completely fair. It's 100% fair because if you spend the majority of the time trying to make me out to be a non-sympathetic person to your audience, and then you give them the information that could be used to harm me, how is that not fair?
See how you're framing this again? You keep on framing this in a way to say that you make it sound as if I was on here saying, hey guys, Keffals sucks. By the way, here's her docs. Here's her dead name. It was the opposite. I was saying, I don't agree with Keffals. I disagree with this opinion that she expressed. However, doxing is never okay. That's fucking disgusting. The dead naming is just repulsive. This is the kind of shit that I fight against on a day-to-day basis when I debate transphobes. So, again, like, I can criticize you if I want to or whatever, but that is not connected to the mistake I made as far as showing the Kiwi Farms thing. Like, that was an actual error where I didn't have proper judgment and I totally fucked up. And I've now, like, I feel as though I'm trying to apologize repeatedly at this point, but I feel like you're trying to somehow still apply malintent to me because I was criticizing you prior. Like, criticizing people is not the equivalent to then going and trying to dox that person. That's why I realized I made an obvious mistake and have deleted the VODs and have trying to apologize to you.
Right. I mean, I just, like, can't understand how in the first place. You've been at this game for a long time. Like, weren't you, like, making, like, SJW cringe compilations back during Gamergate?
I was never a part of Gamergate.
I don't even know. I wasn't around during that time on the internet, so
But I was making anti-SJW videos like 7 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's why I'm less sympathetic about you. It's like, you know this shit. This isn't
the thing
new
is
to
I
you.
feel like you kind of want to start a fight here where I didn't really come here to, like, defend myself or start a big fight or get into an argument. I came on here to just...
Dude,
I came
how
on here...
exactly do you think I'm the one starting a fight when you doxed me on your stream?
I'm here to apologize for this after deleting the VODs. As far as my knowledge, there is really no way that this can lead to lasting harm, thank God, because I caught the mistake fast enough to get rid of it. But still, I recognize that I fucked up. I made a mistake. It's not going to happen again. The reason that I feel that you're trying to start a fight is because you keep...
Why is Flamenco TV in your chat right now, by the way?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't know. People can comment in my chat if they would like to. That's not my problem right now. The thing is that you're trying to walk away from the actual...
Does he comment there frequently?
No.
No, okay.
No.
But you're not going to do any job moderating your chat. Like the people who...
See, why are... Wait. Keffals,
yes?
Please.
Yes.
Stop.
What?
Stop doing this
Stop
right
what?
now. You're trying to do... No. You're playing this guilt by association game.
Guilt by association? At this point, you fucking doxed me using my Kiwi Farm thread.
So
how are you
I get that you're going to keep on going back to this.
How are you this much of a manipulated piece of shit? Like, seriously?
The fact that I agreed to come on here to apologize for the doxing thing, and now you are trying to back away from that and try and implicate me.
Oh my God, are you really going to try and be the victim in this situation?
What are you talking about? I am not trying to be any victim. I'm trying to explain.
Dude, you're fucking gaslighting me right now.
I have not said anything, Keffals. Are you okay right now?
Am I okay? Dude,
I'm not gaslighting you.
You are lying to your audience. You are lying to me.
Okay.
You're a fucking liar, dude.
You being mad at me for the docs, totally valid. That was a fuck up on my part. I take full responsibility. Yeah? But the problem is that I feel as though you're stepping away from the issue of doxing to try and fully implicate me. Hold on, can I?
The entire thing. No,
because
shut the fuck up.
Because I don't need to take responsibility for the entire thing.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Because I don't need to take responsibility for criticizing your dumb tweet beforehand.
I
don't need to take responsibility for that.
You fucking doxed me, dude.
I take responsibility for that. But you are trying to then criticize me for other issues as well.
Exactly. Because if you want to take responsibility for it, why are you not listening about the bigger picture surrounding how you fucked up?
Wait, the fuck up was the mistakenly showing the screen which had the docs on it. The fuck up was not me criticizing you prior.
Yes. That is part of it. Because
no,
if you're going to make me look unsympathetic to your audience before doxing me.
First of all, you're doing a really good job of doing that yourself right now to my audience.
Oh my God.
Second of all, I was literally calling you out for your dumbass tweet that was trying to say if you criticize me or make fun of the fact that I got banned.
And the only reason that you're apologizing is because you're like a fucking puppy that pissed on the carpet, and now you're giving me puppy eyes because you know you did something wrong. That's it.
Oh, Okay, I mean, yeah,
Okay?
you can think what you'd like
All
about
right.
me. That's fine.
No.
But I mean, at the end of the day,
Okay.
it's not really.
You're gonna keep like doing this like ooh woo shit at me.
I'm not
like,
doing any ooh woo shit. I'm trying to stay calm, and I'm trying to have a human face-to-face conversation with you.
Why is this person upset that I doxed them? Are they okay?
Are you?
Shut up.
You're acting like unhinged right now.
I'm
You're acting unhinged right now.
Because you doxed me on your stream. You fucking cuck.
Okay, so
Jesus
can I ask
Christ.
you a question, please? If I have already acknowledged the mistake I made as far as the doxing thing, why are you trying to tie in the prior criticism that I levied against your tweet to somehow fault me for that as well? Do you want to talk? Oh, she left. She left. Oh my God. Holy shit. Yup, there we go again. The bad faith nonsense. So let's make this clear, everybody, that this is not what she's saying. I had Hunter Avallone on my stream. He called me unhinged and asked if I was okay because I got upset that he doxed me on stream. This is insanity to the highest degree. I literally tried my absolute hardest. I knew that she wasn't gonna like accept my apology, but Jesus Christ, that is insane. I don't think either of you looked good. Well, I wasn't trying to look good. I was trying to express that I was sorry and made a mistake. Keffals, thank you for the $5. Do you want to talk again? Because you keep on, like, chatting here. And then you keep playing the victim. You are gaslighting. I'm at risk because of your actions. Completely unacceptable. Again, I'm not playing victim or gaslighting by acknowledging that I made a mistake and then taking down the VODs. I genuinely don't know how what I even did came across as gaslighting. You were trying to lump in my criticisms of your tweets with the actual doxing thing. One was justified, one was not. Doxing is never okay, even if it is accidental and was just purely negligence on my end. But criticizing your tweets is completely valid.
Yeah, no, I have every right to be mad.
I said that she did, too.
I guess your anger is valid, but you did come off super defensive.
Oh, boy.
It was... Shut up.
Oh, shit.
I came off offensive. It seemed super rehearsed, and he was trying to do this fucking gaslighting shit. I know when I see someone who is being intensely manipulative, and that's Hunter.
What was I doing that was manipulative? This is the thing that I don't understand is like, how is actually acknowledging the mistake and trying to apologize me being manipulative? Like, that just seems like it's so just not right.
And this is the response to me.
Okay. Well, there you guys have it. I'm gaslighting. I'm still alt-right. And I don't even understand, man. Like, there was so much valid criticism she had towards me. Like, the whole showing the thread thing was a massive fuck up. This is one of the biggest errors I have made in recent YouTube history. And you guys know me also. I don't apologize for stuff unless I actually sincerely believe that I'm wrong. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you get notified when I drop a new video.